All right, first shots with the Canik TTI with some 115 grain full metal jacket from Winchester. Ooh, a click. Welcome everybody into this week's GA meeting, where we tell our loved ones we're getting the help we need, but we're really here to talk about guns. And today I have an awesome video for you guys. I know I'm a little late to the party, but I finally was able to get my hands on a Canik TTI Combat. All right, let's get into it. Let's unbox the Canik TTI, see what comes with it, and we'll get into how it performed at the range. So the first thing I want to do is get into the pros of this firearm here. And at the end, we'll get into the cons, because there was a couple cons at the range with this Canik. So comes in a really, really nice case. And if you can see at the top, you've got a nice plaque in there, talking a little bit about Terran Tactical. So that's kind of cool, and it's signed by Terran Butler himself. And the first thing we have is our little cover for, making sure no dust or dirt gets on your gun. And on the back of it, you do have some paperwork. There's your owner's manual. We're not going to get into that right now. But let's get into what we came here for, actually. So here it is, the Canik TTI. We do have the extended 21 round mag in it, but we are empty and clear, safe direction. Nice, that trigger is very nice. You can see we did take it out today, and that comp got very dirty. So is this a comp or a port? Because the barrel is ported, right? It doesn't stop. This isn't a threaded barrel. So I wonder, is it comped or is it ported? You'll have to let me know down in the comments what it is, comped or ported. Or is it a ported comp? I don't know. Anyway, let's get into it. So we'll put this to the side for right now. We'll keep that there. You do also get a flush fit 18 round mag, but we of course have to put the extended mag in. Over here, looks like we have some back straps. See if we can get those out. They're in there pretty well. Ooh, okay, well, you know what? That's gonna stay there. We've got some nice cutouts in the foam. If you wanted an optic, you could put your optic there, or put an optic right here if it's not mounted on the gun. This is always a really cool piece that I wish my other Canik came with, but I guess this is something newer they started putting in. This is a little tool that is a mini Canik. You just remove the bottom base plate for where the mag goes, and then slide out some tools, some extra screws, and then if you take one of these bits, nope, that's a screw, you can put it in the front of it, and now you have a little screwdriver. So that is super neat. I do like that. Put that back together. Make sure I didn't lose any screws. No, I think I got everything. So we'll put that there. Right below that looks like some optics plates, some adapter plates. So that's really neat to have. We are going to definitely put an optic on it at some point. I just don't know when. So we'll move this out of the way for right now. And this one actually picks up, and you have even more stuff underneath it. So that's really cool. So you've got a cleaning rod here, a little brush cleaning rod, some more cleaning tools. Make sure you keep that thing nice and clean. We've got looks like a punch. This might be used to take the comp off because it is not threaded like we mentioned. We have our loader, which is very nice. And this is also very neat as well. This is a extra recoil spring, I believe. Ooh. And this is for if you're using lower speed rounds. I think they say under 1,000 feet per second, you swap out your recoil spring and it will function flawlessly with this, is what they say. Like I said, we'll get into that. But that's neat that they add that. They don't have to. What do we have here? Quality control. That's interesting. A little trigger lock. Very neat. This is super cool. I've never had a gun yet come with one of these. It's a little Terran Tactical Canik collab coin. So that's pretty neat that it comes with that. Comes with this, I should say. And now we have our holster, which I love Canik for always including holsters in every gun they sell. Yeah, they might not be the best holsters out there, but if you're getting into firearms, and let's just say you get a regular Canik for the $400 that they still go for, which is incredible, they come with holsters. You can carry right out the gate, you know? So again, this is an outside the waistband, so I wouldn't recommend for concealed carry. I also wouldn't recommend concealed carrying a firearm this big, but people do that, and if you can do it, that's awesome. But looks like it's got really good retention, and comes out really nice. Doesn't leave any marring on the pistol, which is exactly what we're looking for. So let's get rid of the box now that we've unboxed the Canik TTI, and let's get into the actual review on this firearm. All right, so this gun has really been on my radar since it was announced at SHOT Show. Now, I wasn't at SHOT Show, but I saw many, many videos about this firearm at SHOT Show. And I pretty much said the second I can get one, I want one. And my local gun stores didn't have them in stock anywhere. And then actually one day we just walked in and it was sitting there, so we had to go grab it. And aesthetically looking, this firearm looks amazing. I love this burnt bronze slide. The back strap is very aggressive. Now, when people say, oh, the texture on this gun is aggressive, it's not usually. Now, I'm the type of guy that I don't need something very aggressive for my texturing, but it is nice when you say it's aggressive, and it is aggressive. And I can show you some video at the range on the impression that this backstrap will leave on your hand. It doesn't hurt, but it makes sure that that gun doesn't go anywhere in your hand. Now, like I said, I'm not a guy who really cares about aggressive grip on my pistols. As long as I got enough where it doesn't fly out of my hand, that's usually good enough for me. But I do prefer more aggressive than not. And this definitely lives up to what everyone was saying. I was actually worried that it wasn't going to be as aggressive as everybody's been saying. So moving down a little further, we've got a nice flared magwell. And the nice part about the magwell is it's not flared too much where it really does extend past the grip. I mean, it does extend a little bit, right? But it's not like this huge flare that comes out to here, and it does what it's supposed to do. You can get those mags in fairly well. This is a Terran Tactical base plate. I think it's at +3, so you get up to 21 rounds, which is really cool. So 21 rounds +1 in the chamber, 22 rounds of 9mm. That will definitely do the trick. We have a serrated blacked out rear sight with a fiber optic green front sight, which these sights are These sights work very well at the range, and it's very soft shooting with that comp or port or whatever you want to call it at the front. It is cut for an optic. We saw the optic plate in the box. So next is our fluted barrel, which is really cool. I don't think I have a pistol that has a fluted barrel, so that looks really cool. And now you can really see that port in the barrel or comp. And like I said, we put about 200 rounds, 250 rounds through it, and it got dirty. So you do have a Picatinny rail underneath for lights, lasers, whatever you please. And the best part about a Canik has to be the trigger. So first of all, they have improved the trigger, at least from the last Canik that I've purchased. They might have changed it earlier than the TTI has come out. I just don't know. I only have one Canik. It's the Signature Series. It's come out a couple years ago now. I've actually never even shot that one. So today was the first day we've ever shot a Canik. And my Canik, the trigger is about in the same spot. But when you go to press it, it comes all the way back to here before it breaks. With this new one, you got a little take up and breaks at 90 degrees. Reset, right there. So I like that a lot. I like the flat face triggers versus the curves. And I like that it breaks at 90 degrees, so there's less travel. I really do enjoy that. So what I wanted to do, like I said, we are empty, even though we just shot it, was test the trigger. So I believe on my other Canik, it was 4 to 4.5 pounds. So I want to see if it's improved on the TTI. That one was 3 pounds, 4 ounces. So already much, much lighter, but we'll take 2 more readings just in case. That one was 3 pounds, 2 ounces. And one more for good measure. That one, 3 pounds, 4 ounces. 3.25 pound trigger, which is an incredible trigger in a striker fired pistol. So this gun has everything you need to start if you want to get into competition. You want to just start shooting, maybe even for home protection. Why not? The gun's got everything you need to do that in the box. You don't have to go out and buy anything else. Even if you wanted to buy this gun and spend $100 more, you can get one with an optic on it. Now, I was gonna put my own optic on it, so I opted not to do that. Maybe I should have. It would have been a well-spent $100 to get an optic. Where can you get a pistol optic for $100? You can't. That all being said, I had major issues at the range with this pistol. We had about 5 to 6 malfunctions, all the same type of malfunction with 3 different kinds of ammo. We had Winchester 115 grain full metal jacket. We had Fiocchi 124 grain full metal jacket and Blazer Brass 124 grain full metal jacket. And it had the same exact issue with all 3 of them. It had to do with light primer strikes or no primer strike at all. There was rounds that came out that didn't have a scratch on the primer, which was really weird. And then we would load that same round in, go off. Now, I don't know if there's a break-in period with these guns. Like I said, today's the first day I've ever shot a Canik. I own another Canik. I've just never fired it. But that's where I was having a problem with it, was light primer strikes. And it happened about 5 to 6 times with 3 different types of ammo. The most times it happened was with the Winchester 115 grain I had about 3 or 4 times with that. Then it happened twice with the Fiocchi, and then it happened one time with the Blazer Brass. We put the most through it with Blazer Brass. We put about 150 rounds of Blazer Brass through it with one malfunction. It was 50 rounds of Winchester and 50 rounds of Fiocchi, and there was multiple problems with those 50 rounds. And it seemed like the more we shot it, the less it kept happening. And then in one of the last mags, I think it was like the third to last mag with Blazer Brass, it happened again. Because it wasn't happening at all with Blazer Brass. And we're like, oh, it's probably ammo picky. And then it happened, so. All right, first shots with the Canik TTI with some 115 grain full metal jacket from Winchester. Ooh, a click. See what happened. Had a good primer strike. Let's try again. It's in battery. Oh, see that flinch? Grab that round. Go ahead. So that's the primer strike. Let's grab a 9mm that it did shoot. And light primer strike on it. So we did put this round back and it did another light primer strike on it. So let's see how the next round is. Okay. There it is. First mag through it. We did have that one malfunction. Okay, but let's see. That's our fourth problem, and there's not a primer strike on that at all. So put that back in the mag and shoot that again. There's not even a primer strike on it. Again. That one had a light primer strike. Here, take this. So light primer strike. Let's see. Not sure. That's the fourth malfunction now. Actually, fifth malfunction now within less than 100 rounds. 15 rounds of Fiocchi, 124 grain. Oh. Alright, let's see what you got. Eject the round. It's another. Wow, there's not even a primer strike on that one. There's no strike at all. I don't know. We've only got, like I said, 250 rounds through it. So definitely not a full review on this pistol. If you guys like to see me put way more rounds down range on it, we can definitely do that. Just had a lot of problems with it, and I was kind of upset, to be honest with you. If you guys have had issues like this with your Canik TTIs or just Caniks in general, I'd love to hear what you have to say about your Caniks down in the comments. If you did enjoy this video about the Canik TTI, like I said, except for those malfunctions, I love this gun. I love everything it comes with. It shot well when it shot. 6 malfunctions out of 250 is not good. So I did not lube it as well. We did not put any lube in it before we took it out to the range. But maybe I'll take it apart and clean it and bring it back out and see if we have some problems with it again. But that's all I got for you guys today in this video. If you don't mind, we are a new channel. Getting down there and smashing that subscribe button. We're trying to hit 1,000 subscribers, so it would be much appreciated if you did that. And until next time, we'll see you at our next GA meeting. Thanks, guys.